Hey guys, and welcome back to another StarCraft 2 cast. This is Sober Ninja. I will be bringing you a game from MLG. This is going to be between 6jax5, the red Zerg here on the left side, and his opponent is going to be LG painuser, the yellow Terran. He always loves his yellow. On the right side of Shattered Temple. This is from MLG Pro Circuit that just happened recently. And I haven't actually casted games in a couple of days here. I have been pretty busy when it comes to school and work and stuff, so just took an exam tonight and that was cool. So yeah, I should have time in the next couple of days to get some more videos up. I do enjoy sitting in my chair and doing nothing but moving my hands a little bit and bringing you guys some entertainment as well as myself. So we do have the Overlord going the wrong way. He is going that close air position. Always going to see this on maps like this with the Zerg players flying that Overlord one way. They don't see anything, send their drone out the other way. So good scouting technique from the Zerg player. Do have barracks going down, so no crazy command center before barracks like we see TLO do sometimes. I'm pretty sure painuser, I've seen a game or two of him doing that. I'm not a Terran player. I do enjoy watching Terran games. I've always wanted to be good at Terran, but I'm always terrible. And we do have the fast expand coming down right now as that scouting drone will be making his way out across the map. So let's just see what painuser has in store for us. I did just find out he did make it into the Grandmaster League on the North American server, so that's pretty cool. Relatively, unknown. I didn't know about him for quite some time, and then heard about him from watching HD's casts, I believe. But like after he was already really good, I just never heard of him before. Never seen too many games casted of his by the other casters that I do watch, and games that I just download randomly to practice getting better at professional builds. So good player, do enjoy him, like his play style. So we will just have to see what unfolds here. We do have the gas being stolen. That's always really annoying, especially if you're a Terran trying to go mech, which we do have a factory coming down. So we will see painuser pulling off these Marines. He will be sending most of them over there to take out this extraction. Let's see if he does try to cancel it and build it, and he does get away with it. But once one more Marine gets over here, the extractor will not be able to survive, and right now it's actually staying at an average health of between 60 and 80. It goes up pretty slowly. Once one more Marine gets over here, this extractor will go down and that gas will be built, unless he can actually snipe it right here, which is possible if he does get it, if it is weakened. And it actually lets it finish. Oh, and gets it the last second. So this last Marine does need to make its way up here, and he is here now and will kill it. So some minerals lost for Vibe right at this point in the game, but his expansion is up now, and we will be seeing a Roach Warren actually. So no Zergling speed, just gonna be, it looks like he's gonna be going for roaches, and this SCV did poke in here and get pushed out by that Queen, I do believe. This Overlord is in perfect position at this point to fly in and see the timing of painuser's expansion when he feels like it. Command center is going down after factory, so getting Hellion out right now. No reactor down or tech lab, so it will be some time. Actually, there's the tech lab, so we could be seeing some blue flame Hellions, some of that infernal pre-igniter, the greatest name for an upgrade in the world. Or we could be seeing some siege tanks, possibly. Looks like a second factory going down, so it will be a mech play from painuser. And this Hellion doing a little bit of harassment damage. There's some lag on the Queen. And the second Queen actually coming down. It's going to be able to block the ramp some, but it looks like these Queens need to be careful. There's not enough Zerglings out right now. This could be pretty dangerous for Vibe. Could be losing this Queen. And some drones here, some more Zerglings coming out. I think there's going to be roaches coming out in just a second though. So we do have a couple of roaches, actually only one right now. A couple of Lings still taking out as many drones as he can. The Spine Crawler finally finishing. And this Hellion just trying to roast away as many drones as possible. Getting 3 kills there. Maybe going to get 4, maybe 5 if he's good. He was stagnant for a minute and lost his life, and Vibe did push that off pretty successfully, taking some economic damage. If we look back at the units lost, he is still losing in the economic, well, I guess the units lost battle, but The thing is that he's on 2 bases. He has enough queens right now, so with enough larva injections, he will be back in the game with his drone count. And if we see, he's still ahead of painuser, who is now expanding at this point with his orbital command. It is morphed in, so we will see a bunker coming up and 2 more barracks coming down. Well, I guess 1 more barracks coming down. This one got flown down. And these factories, I'm waiting to see. We do have Hellions and Siege Tanks, and we do have Siege Tech and no Infernal Preigniter. And I don't think that painuser actually saw the Roach one. I think he did see that 1 Roach, though. Yeah, it does have 2 kills. So he did see that Roach. So doesn't want to go too heavy on the Hellions. Doesn't want to commit to it too much, just in case Vibe is going to be pushing Mass Roach, which is a viable strategy at this point. I've lost many a time. I am a Protoss player, but I have lost many a time to a lot of Roaches not having enough Immortals or anything like that. So it can be difficult to deal with, even as a Terran player with those Marauders. A lot of Roaches can be very deadly. So we do have a 3rd Rax now coming down. Going to complete this partial wall, leaving, looks like maybe two what do you call them? I don't know. 2 little squares on the building. I don't know. It's what it is. Can't remember the name for it. Whatever. So Siege Tech is done, and there are 2 Siege Tanks out now. More Hellions actually coming out still. Gonna be getting that magic number 4 of Hellions, and probably gonna head out to try and get some more harassment, some scouting. And look at this creep spread right now. This is whoa, oh my gosh, this is insane. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creep tumors. Looks like 1 of them might have gotten taken out. I don't even know if 1 of them got taken out. That is... No, he still's got all 5. This one living with 13 HP, bleeding all over the place. How do you not see a creep tumor when there's blood spewing out of it? That's what I want to know. If we look at the painuser's vision, I think he should be able to see blood kind of spurting out right here. That would be kind of awesome. So we go back to everyone's view. I think he might throw down a scan here, try to push this creep back, because it's going to go out of here so fast. So actually, Infernal Preigniter has been completed. I did not notice that, so going to try to push this creep back as much as you can. 1 Roach, I think, will actually push back these Hellions, because 1 Roach can do significant damage to even just a couple of Hellions. They do not take damage well, so he is going to be shooting off at this Roach, and it looks like, yeah, he might get 1. There come the Lings, Speedlings. They are going to be pushed back. This 1 Roach actually killing 1 of these Hellions, getting another 2 shots off on these. Looks like the Zerglings are going to be trying to get us around here, and they could get 1 of these without the right micro, but it looks like painuser is going to get out of there okay with a little bit of stop and fire. He could have actually just roasted a whole bunch of Zerglings for free, and we do have this Overlord still in good position, going to be spotting that 3rd. 4 Siege Tanks out now, so it looks like just a couple Marines and some Siege Tanks out. Looks like 2 more factories going down. I should probably open up production so I see these kind of things. And an engineering bay and army, so it looks like armory. So it looks like we are going to be seeing some upgrades from painuser here pretty soon, using his Siege Tanks to destroy these destructible rocks. And actually, if Vibe saw this, which he does see this, it could be a good idea for him to run in right now, because at this point, oh wow, there's infestors. So at this point, while these Siege Tanks are focus firing on these rocks, which they aren't anymore, but if painuser had 1 misclick there and wasn't able to select all those tanks at once to tell them to, I guess, just attack fire at whatever was available, then those Lings could have actually gotten on top of them before they even started shooting at the Zerglings. So it looks like these Lings are going to start taking out these destructible rocks. Good reaction from Vibe, seeing, okay, I'm just going to open up this other door over here, and it looks like at the same time going to be taking the gold as well as his 3rd finishing up right now. So looks like these infestors have a lot of energy at this point, and a Nidus now coming up at the natural expansion, still bringing out more of these infestors. And infestors are so cool, but they're so gross because they leave this... Like, you'd think creep was gross enough, but Blizzard had to add this, like, trail of, like, poop behind them, basically. It's like they're rubbing their asses on the ground and leaving a trail of diarrhea, that's just what I think of every time. So if I just ruin that for you guys, you're welcome. Now you're in the same pain as me whenever you see infestors, and it's just as disgusted. So they do actually have their energy upgrade, and we do have adrenal glands, so there will be cracklings out, and just now starting +2 attack, so getting the cracklings. And this is, I mean, kind of macro, and nothing is going on too much is happening right now. We do have 4 factories now, so a lot of mech units will be coming out. Looks like those Zerglings did get pushed back with 124 HP left on these rocks. So another barracks and a sensor tower getting thrown down. Good move by painuser. I do love to see the sensor towers being used. It is a perk of being Terran. Why not use it? A lot of players don't. And it kind of bums me out, because if I was Protoss and had a sensor tower, I would throw that thing up all the time. If I was Zerg and had a sensor tower, I'd throw that up too. So it looks like Vibes Overlord is going to get pushed out of here. I think it'll live. It actually might die, though, because there's a missile turret right here. So it looks like he is going to be taken out by these 3 Marines, stimming up to take him out. So actually stimming for 1 Overlord, and there's no medevac. So just now getting a starport 15 minutes into this game. First Thor is out. And we have Ultralisks now on the field. And if he Niduses with Ultras, I am going to laugh so hard. I don't know what I will do, actually. But that... And we do have, actually, Neural Parasite, too. So we could see Ultras on top of Thors and Siege Tanks being Neural Parasited and taken over for the Zerg forces. So these Infestors could get caught off guard, but looks like they will be moving forward to try to throw down Fungal Growth. Perfect Fungal Growth going down on those Hellions. And it looks like they will get taken out. All of them right there. Scan going down at the same time. Looks like he was planning to take out some creep and was a little bit too late. So it looks like he is going to be moving in here, taking the creep out. This creep is almost, well, it is actually at painuser's front door. He really doesn't have anywhere else to go. Another sensor tower getting thrown up. So good job by painuser with these sensor towers. I don't think this Nidus is going to be doing very much, just because there's really nowhere good to put it. At this point, painuser is pretty prepared for this, throwing him another supply depot at the perfect time. And there comes the Nidus. He is going to throw it up right next to this missile turret. Let's see how painuser's reaction time is. I don't know if he notices at this point. He does now notice it, I think, and he is going to be moving back into his base, but I think this is going to finish. It is definitely going to finish. I think Ultras are going to come out in the main of painuser. Here comes 1 Ultra and a whole bunch of Lings. And I'm not sure. He's got some Roaches in there, some more Lings, and only that 1 Ultralist. Looks like he could be actually attacking from the front. Why is this darkened? I'm not sure, but I don't know what painuser can do. He's going to lose his main. He had to lift off his orbital command. There's actually another one up here at the same time with a lot of Ultras coming through. Another one bringing those Ultralists back in, actually, and saving them. And I don't know where he brought them out. Looks like he did bring them here. 8 HP. This one has 82, so saving Ultralists right there. No problem, and I think painuser is pretty much screwed at this point. He does have this good siege tank line, and he did manage to save this third, but another Nidus. So Nidus is everywhere, backing out of the one he's in and traveling to the next one. This is great Nidus play. painuser can't get in the right position at this point because he's just switching Niduses and keeping the pressure on in multiple locations at the same time. It looks like painuser is splitting up his siege tanks at this point. Going to be trying to do as much damage as he can before he runs back in there. These Ultras are on low HP. I don't think they will get out of here. No, they will not. They're trying to destroy, they should try to destroy these rocks to run out of here. They could do that pretty quickly. Looks like he's going to lose both of these Ultras, and this army is going to clean out the rest of those units. So we do still have 3 Ultralists on the field, and a handful of Zerglings, actually a page and a couple Zerglings on the field. If we look at the units, it is 90 drones at this point to 30 SCVs. So painuser is in a lot of trouble right now, and I don't know what he can do to get back in this game. He does have quite a few siege tanks, but if we look at the upgrades, it's only 0-1 to these Ultralists, 3-2, and these Infestors still have full energy, and I don't know what he's going to be able to do about these Infestors. If they get a few fungal growths off, he will be in a lot of trouble. This will be a GG, I think, from painuser pretty soon here. There's just so many Ultralists, enough Zerglings to surround these tanks at the same time, and there's only 1 sensor tower left, and if we see another Nidus, this could be a lot of trouble for painuser. So it looks like Vibe is going to be testing that front door. There is quite a few mech units. If we need to get some fungal growths off, looks like it's exactly what he's going to do. Throwing down those fungal growths, taking enormous damage, actually neural parasiting at the same time. So it looks like these siege tanks aren't going to be taking friendly fire for a second there, backing out. And it looks like a scan going down to see just how many Ultras are outside the front door of his natural expansion, which is running very low on minerals. He needs to get this third back up, summoning all of his mules. Looks like Vibe is just mass expanding across the map at the same time. Looks like he has plenty of income. If we take a look at that, he has 2 grand in income. He is actually even right now a little bit below painuser just because of that mass mule summoning down here. We do see how many mules are here, but painuser actually getting supply blocked right there. Somehow, I think he lost the supply depot. Oh, we do actually have brood lords. How did I miss that? So 5 brood lords and another knight is coming into the main of painuser, and he is just on the ropes. I don't know what he can do. He has 1 Viking for 5 brood lords. The Thors are trying to come in. These siege tanks aren't going to be able to do much against the brood lord. So it looks like it's up to this 1 hero Viking to try to stop an entire broodlord invasion. Lings coming out of this Nidus. Some more lag for my computer, which is always nice. And I don't know, I think the Ultras are going to run in the front door trying to split these forces. And I think it's exactly what he's going to do, running in with these Lings and Ultralisks to take out the economy of painuser. Painuser is backed into a corner at this point. There are now 3 Vikings out, so I think he will be able to push this off, but here are the Ultras and Lings doing so much damage to painuser. He is refusing to quit at this point. Just keeps lifting his command centers off. He does not want to GG out of this game, and he is actually going to hold this off with all these siege tanks and Thors on this little ramp, so a bad choice from Vibe to actually engage on a ramp like that against melee units. And there is people being really rude at my front door. You should not let them in right now, because I hate whoever that is. And we do have another command center at the 3rd. Vikings are flying around trying to take out whatever they can. But really at this point, painuser is down to 1 base that is mining. And he is trying to get another command center up right now. A lot of Lings left for Vibe, just waiting for him to finish this off. All these bases are now up. The scan's going down, showing painuser just how far behind he is in expansions. These Lings will be counterattacking on these rocks. I think they might just go for it. Alright, they're going to back out, so never mind. Waiting for this to just happen, I guess. Painuser needs to move out and do something at some point, or else he will just lose the sheer fact that he doesn't have enough minerals to mine on the map. There is another Nidus coming up, and this is going to be in the 3rd. And if this isn't a GG, I don't know what is. Actually, only a few Lings getting out there, so lucky by painuser having that siege tank in the right spot, but it is going to die right here, just a couple of Lings. The Thors making their way across, not able to do anything at this point. There's only 5 Lings here, and there are a whole bunch of Lings waiting to attack on this side. I think they may go for these rocks. I think that's what he is thinking about. Still a whole bunch of infestors and even more Ultralisks coming out into the center of the map, just trying to decide where he wants to go. It looks like these Vikings will be spotting the middle of the map though, so won't be able to do too much without painuser knowing. Another knight is coming up now in the corner over here, having that bunker dying, so he doesn't have the vision. And let's just see what he puts in. There's only 2 Lings in there right now. So it looks like more Lings are going in it, and I think this could be all the units going in. Actually, I don't know why these are all chilling over here. Oh, there was actually a counterattack, so maybe a drop happened over here, throwing up some spine crawlers, and it's just a couple of Lings trying to piss painuser off at this point. Not going to do too much damage, especially with 6 Thors walking over and some Vikings that could land if they wanted to, trying to take out all these overlords. And I'm sure we're going to see Vibe try to run in the front door once again. He needs to get fungal growth down on these siege tanks in order for this attack to work and get a good surround with these Ultras. But with these Thors coming back, I don't know if he will be able to get the best surround. Still throwing up Niduses, just trying to keep painuser on the back foot so he can't keep all of his forces together. And I think painuser has at this point mostly sacked his main. And he's actually not even running in, so good play by painuser, just sending 2 Marines over there. And there's nothing coming out of this Nidus Worm, so basically it is a distraction. More Ultras running in. Fungal growths are not going down. It looks like he's going to be neural parasiting. It looks like painuser does GG with every single one of his Thors being mind controlled. So great play from both players. painuser getting knocked out in MLG. He did make it to Grandmasters though, so not a bad player at all. So good job from both these players. Definitely like watching mass Ultralisks going on in games, and this new fungal growth on the armored units doing a lot more damage, being way more effective. So if you guys did like this, make sure to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you guys at the next cast. Thanks for watching.